Hey folks, we got a special video here for you here on J&J Backwood Shop. Dad and I are headed off to look at a 1976 Ford F-150. We're thinking about buying it. Gonna meet up with an old friend, an old co-worker, Mr. Jerlin, and we're gonna see if we can wheel and deal with him this morning as Daddy explains to us why he's been laying down on the other 76 Ford F-100.
It was too cold, and what little bit I did do, it was very little, because like I said, my transmission tore up and I was in reverse the whole time. And
You like staying in reverse?
I took the rear end out 4 times, out and put it back in.
Here
in the last few days.
What do you do? What's the deal?
Working, trying to get them shocks right and them brackets right.
Well, where you stand now today?
I got them tacked in. I ain't got them welded in. Our darn welder messed up on me.
What's going on with the welder?
It's back again, wide open. The wire feed was.
So
I tore it down yesterday, fooling with it. It's working right now.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I put that little pod in there.
Yeah.
Just wire speed.
Right.
And I thinking maybe one of the wires come off a hit. You know, and just running wide open.
Right.
I couldn't weld with it. You know, I finally turned the welder wide open to be able to weld with it, and I didn't like that, so I worked on it a little bit. But I just, you know, after I pulled that cover off and fooled with it, and there was a reset button over on the inside, up inside.
Right.
I mashed that reset button, and the thing went back to welding right. So I don't know if that's going to stay right, but I may have to call that company I bought that from. I got their number and all on the welder.
You think they still got parts for something like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That welder ain't but about 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this morning we're headed over to a place called Fowler's Crossroads. Daddy's discovered a 1976, another 1976 Ford F-100, long wheelbase motor. What, 390?
390.
Automatic, and we're going to head that way this morning, and we're going to check it out. Now, this ain't a truck we're planning on doing any conversion on. We're just going to buy it, and hopefully, maybe, if it's worth buying, and which all these F-100s are worth buying. Might take a lot of bundo to get them right, but they're all worth buying, aren't they, Daddy?
Oh yeah. Well, this one's in good shape. Body wise, it ain't beat up or nothing. You know, body's straight, supposedly be. Old gentleman owned it for 20 plus years. Of course, it ain't never been garage kept. It's been out in the weather about like me, throwed out. But I mean, the whole thing still looks okay. You know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt if you had some paint on it. But
yeah, we're gonna go check it out this morning, and we're gonna see if it's worth shelling the old greenbacks on it this morning. Hopefully, it will be.
Oh Mike, he's always been a quiet, soft-spoken man. You know, never did do a whole lot of talking.
I wonder how he got a woman then. I mean, well, he didn't mind talking. He does talking.
She probably done all the talking. He just listened.
Yeah.
She said, "We're gonna get married," and he just shook his head.
Yeah. Well, what else? You've been working on the OF-100 without me, and so what's been going on lately? Give us a rundown on some of the things. You've been in reverse and pulled the rear end out 5 times. You say?
Four times.
4 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got it back in and got the shock mounts lined up. We got them just tacked. Didn't want to weld them because I wanted to set the bed back on to make sure that our shocks was going to stay, you know, in the place where we wanted them to once the weight got on them. So, and then too, that would give us an idea about our lift, because I've only got the spring hangers tacked in place, because we may have to change position on them if our bed sets our truck down too low, you know.
Right.
We're trying to get that even look, front and back,
Right.
being the same level. So
yeah, definitely want that. So it's just a bunch of trial and error type stuff.
Right. Yeah, we, you know, by that, you know, by putting the Mercury Grand Marquis front end under, we really don't know if our back or rear is the same level, because we know we dropped about 4 to 5 inches by putting the Mercury Grand Marquis front end under. So
Right.
we got to get the rear end of it level with it, and so we don't, don't have that lift in the back. I don't like it raised up. I like to keep mine level. So
Right.
looks a lot better.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely want it level. We don't want it. We ain't all again into the Carolina lean type stuff. We want it all looking right.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of the older gentlemen don't care much about the lower trucks. They like theirs sitting up, original. But, a lot of the younger generation like theirs a little bit on the lower,
Oh yeah.
So we try to.
Well, that's one of the things with them, with people doing these F100 conversions. They're, even if you're not doing like what we're doing, if they go with those the Fat Man type frames, that truck's gonna be lower on the ground than it would be with the original frame and the twin eye beam stuff. It's
Gonna be at least 5 inches lower.
Yeah, it's for more sporty type, and keeping the old classic look. Well, what I've been seeing on YouTube, and them trucks are sharp, and a lot of money's spent on them trucks. Right.
Hey, I'm a Ford man. I own one myself. I got an F150 and a 4-wheel drive. I like those things.
Yeah.
Of course, I like the older stuff too. But
you say you're a Ford man?
Yeah, I've been a Ford man for several years. And my daddy, he was a Mercury man. He liked them Grand Marquis, and that's the reason we doing all these conversions out of the Mercury Grand Marquis. I think we wound up with about 5 of them. So we got plenty of parts, and we still buy another, and today we get a good deal on it.
Yeah, I've been seeing them going down the road here lately. I mean, I seen one that a lady was driving, and I'm gonna say it was probably a 2003 or 4 model. It was about the same model we got at the house, and it was dirty. But I said to myself as I was watching that, and I say this lady's in her 60s, might have been in her 70s. I said to myself, that car right there is probably very low mileage.
Oh yeah.
And I would have loved to ran her down, but she'd probably called the 911 on me, asking her out of the blue, can I see their odometer? So I'm on the lookout for them. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and only deal, it's hard to find them, and about the only way you're gonna find one is gonna have to be wrecked, because most of the time they still out on the road running. They ain't jumped out. Old motors in them things, 4.6s, them tough old motors, and we're looking for the low mileage ones. You run across them 280,000, 300,000. A lot of them still running, and the one that your grandpa had 330,000 miles on it, I believe it was, and it was still running.
300 and what?
About 330,000.
Wow.
Yeah, motor's still running when we pulled it out. Transmission was giving a little trouble, but we put a lower mileage motor and transmission in his car. So, that old motor, we still got it for parts. And in fact, that's what we're doing our lineup on our cross member and all that.
Yeah, and that's the thing about buying those Grand Marquis. They're you don't just get the motor, you're getting the front end, the rear end, drive shaft, electronics. I mean, you're using a quite bit of that whole vehicle, not just getting the motor out, right?
Right. Yeah, 2003. That was the first year they introduced this front end to be able to swap it into F100s. 2003 and up. So.
Right.
And our older models that we're using is 96s, 97 model motors, transmissions, But
you can't use the front end parts off of that 90.
No, they don't. They didn't start till 2003 on that conversion kit that you could pull out on Grand Marquis and I guess it was the Crown Vics.
What are you saying? What are you saying is the front end, it doesn't unbolt like that, like the 2003 do. It's where you can just pull the whole, you can pull that whole front end out, right?
Yeah.
As a whole.
I think I missed my road.
You did. I think you did. Right here, right.
I can catch this one right here. This used to be the old store right here at the Mr. Fowler and them. And then they opened the bigger store up down here.
Yeah.
That used to be one they run back in the 50s, I guess. 40s and 50s.
Oh yeah, that's an old store.
Old store place.
Made out of blocks.
Gerald's grandmother run that. I think that's right. Yeah.
I believe I see the old 76.
Little 76 sitting up here.
I believe I see it now.
Old orange looking color. Look like one of them old school bus orange colors.
Right.
Yeah, you told me it's probably gonna need a tailgate.
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah, and you would think about as much drain as they got on them, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They got holes in the bottom for drainage, and but that, you know, the one I'm working on, it's rusted out too, just like that right there.
That's the only thing I know what's really bad about it, right? Rust wise. Old bed looks pretty good.
This is a F150, son. You know, we talked about.
Yeah. So they had models that were
they
F100s.
had F100s and F150s on them. Yeah.
So I wonder what's the difference between this?
It's supposed to be springs, I think.
I think it's the springs. Yeah.
It's supposed to be a little heavier.
That looked like that might have been like a school bus color.
I don't know.
School bus.
I don't think. I can't see where it's been painted nowhere.
Well, I mean, it's original, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, you know, some of the county is trucks with this color.
Man, I think that's the title back to house. It's got the man's name on the title.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Pull that thing off.
He
where you
kept
see
kept the dash covered up. Dash.
pull that
Oh, yeah.
off,
Right
look
here.
at that.
Oh yeah.
You don't find one
Oh,
with a
man.
dash.
No, that dash was taken care of, Gerald.
Like it's brand new. I got it out here and I thought, well, you got that crap. And I pulled that off and I thought, man. Brand new dash.
Got an original. Is that the original motor at 390?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got an air condition, don't it?
Yeah, full barrel, automatic.
I like your
Yeah,
gas tank.
That's what I ain't pumping out of the
One of
tank
them
yet.
nice ones there.
Yeah. You know, I told you I cranked it during Christmas. I come home that day, I thought, I'm gonna get out there while it's warm today and see about cranking the little truck. I come here and put my jug on it, went in there and that sun gun fired right off.
Fired up. Ain't that
And
something?
then I went out there and got my jug out. You call, I gonna set it up there. And I thought, well, I'm gonna try it. Well, I hit the key and it fired right at it.
Lap it off.
So it don't have
Yeah,
it don't have the tank in the back seat.
It's back ours. You know where ours.
Yeah, I was right. It's at the back of the custom, is what they call it.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't pull it.
There's the title on it. It's got, I left it out here.
What year was it when your dad bought that?
85.
1985.
1985.
I've seen this color right here. Most of the ones I've seen it on is county trucks.
Yeah.
Sort of strange now. Look at here.
Okay.
Custom truck.
It's got a
With the chrome in the back glass and front glass.
right.
Most of the time.
I noticed that a while ago. I looked at the back window.
So what are you saying? If a
Most of the time they don't come with that. Just black rubber seals on it.
Got it right there.
But this has got the
There's the owner's name and all.
original owner. Yeah, you won't usually find them with them.
There's a tag going on the carburetor. You have to have something done with it.
F100 through a F350 right there, son. F100 through a
Okay,
F350.
F100.
Yeah, through a F350. So
Okay. Oh, 390. That's what was in old 69, wasn't it?
it was.
That was a good motor.
Yeah, it was still running good when I pulled it out.
Deer whistlers there. That's gonna add an extra couple $100 to it, ain't it? Well, sounds good.
That was dry right there.
What's that? Reservoir. Is it got? How's the brakes? Has it got a full pedal or is it?
Oh, it's got some pedals, but it ain't like the back brakes and holding. They left it sitting there on how many year with emergency brakes on it.
Right.
They don't, it still ain't like they hold it.
Oh, okay.
Go back in the old backyard.
Okay. Let's see right here.
Ain't got power steering.
Good power steering on
Yeah,
it.
it works good. That does.
Still showing pedal.
Yeah, it's still showing.
It
though.
feel like the back brakes is trying to stick.
Yeah, if you put it in gear, it ain't like it wants to hold. I think it's back.
I guess what'll happen is they'll loosen up as you run it a little bit.
It might, I don't know.
What do you think?
These are vacuum advance ain't working. And the flush pump still may not be working like it should. He put a new flush pump in it?
I don't think he did. I just had him try and fix that leak and check the.
I know when you solder mash down on it, either vacuum advance or flush pump's not right because it's wanting to bob.
Yeah, it's sputtering.
The low body's straight on it. If it had a tailgate on it, that's
How's it looking under there?
it looks good. It's got dirt dauber nests on the drive shaft. They'll have to be cut. They'll have to be cleaned off. If they don't, they'll vibrate like crazy. Yep. And two, looks like the lower control arm bushings had been changed. They look like you can still see the new washers on the end, so they ain't been. They still in good shape. They ain't busted up, so they've been changed. Yeah. Can you see them new looking washers?
I do. I see them.
Back as far as fit all the time.
Best I can tell right there, just looking at it. Still got the same original plug wires that come on brand new.
You think so?
See the numbers on them?
Is that a Motorcraft? That ain't Motorcraft, is it?
Numbers on them. When you got numbers on them, them's usually original.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Sipcon, it says on it. It don't say Motorcraft.
See, I'm looking right here, and it's number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See number 5 on it.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, that Motorcraft plug wires,
They're number 1.
it says Motorcraft on them right there. Motorcraft.
Oh, it does. Oh, it is
Yeah.
Motorcraft.
Them probably the original ones that come on there brand new in 76. So it definitely needs some plug wires.
Surely he changed some plug wires. Man, he wouldn't have bought Motorcraft if he put anything back on it.
You're right.
That's got that same carburetor on as that one on my 69 had, that 4 barrel. Same, no, that's a Holly on that one.
Yeah, it's a Holly
Yeah.
carburetor.
That's got a 550 or 600 on it, Holly.
Yeah, that's a Holly.
Everything looks original on it now. I don't know for sure whether that thing come with that Holly on it or somebody put that on it, you know.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
answer that.
Did you look up at the top, Daddy? You got a fair.
I never did look.
No, the paint come off.
It's overall it's good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Feel like, well, the springs ain't pulling it down. Yeah, they really, if I give too much start, then will serve all the time. Those trucks is worth spending a little money on it and getting it going. I'd rather, right before you, like you're going to Huntsville, you go on straight in under the interstate. That's short one.
Good. All right, here we go. One, we're moving that way. Two, see me running through the woods. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. It's because it's his, I guess. I just hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still feelings there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's me too. You know, I like to buy stuff from people I know, and especially like the old truck that we're working on now. It belonged to my sister-in-law, and we went all the way down to Oklahoma, Mississippi, and got it. And she called me one day, and she said, "We're fixing to build a utility building right here, right where the truck's sitting at." And she said, "There's been all kind of people by here wanting to buy this truck." And she said, "I know you're a Ford man." And she said, Gary said, if you wanted the truck, he's just going to give it to you if you come and get it. And so I went down there, and me and we got it on them little dolly, brought it back home. We got it. Yep. That's beautiful.
We'll be back to get it.
We'll decide whether we're gonna try to drive it back. But anyway, if we brought a dolly, we would have to pull the drive shaft, because it being automatic, wouldn't want to pull it very far automatic. So, but what I'm thinking is this: we'll bring the dolly back with the truck, but we'll try to drive it, and if it quits with us, we'll load it. That's the only thing I know we'll try to do. But I'd rather drive it back if we could. We could take the back roads, you know, not get on the main road. But anyway, we'll get out of here, Gerlin. We appreciate it.
Gerlin, we appreciate it.
And
it's good seeing you, Gerlin. There's the Minuteman for you right there, everybody.
I need to get it today.
There's the Minuteman for you. He wouldn't let me get the jack. He's the only one that worked. Ain't that right, Gerlin?
No, not really.
Oh, man. We're both working together here.
told Gerlin.
All right, so what we're gonna do right here is we got some brakes locking up on us on the back here, and we're gonna try to figure out which tire. Here's the driver's side and the back here. We're gonna. You think I see it? I don't get a lot of opportunity to be on camera here, but I'm gonna show everybody that I do work. I know you probably think I don't, but I'm gonna show you that I do. Oh, you gonna mess with the adjuster first?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
Have we get the spray?
Yeah, it's on the back bumper there.
There's the PV blaster. We don't get paid to show this, but here it is. Here. Take the plug out.
Yeah, and then we're gonna shoot a little bit of that PV blaster in there. And,
shoot it up.
Yeah, see if
What you gonna try to get that adjuster?
I'm gonna try to see if that adjuster will move.
It ain't moving, is it, Daddy?
Well, I couldn't really.
Is that a 2 actually for a
It's yeah, it is. It's a spoon to adjust them with.
Get it loose and jar it around.
Yeah. Let's see if I can pull that blocks out.
Yeah, old Minuteman. Yeah, I think you're freeing her up. Look, Gerlin. Now I'm gonna show everybody that I can work too. I'm gonna show you how I spray. It's
locked up too.
I got it. It's not. Wait a minute. Jarla's getting it. Look at there, Daddy.
Doing good.
Oh, there it went. The plug's gone.
Yeah. All right, let me have it.
All right, now the important part is spraying this right here, PV Blaster.
Yeah, let me see where that thing's at exactly. That's right there. So you'll have to spray on both sides there. You spray on this side and hand it to me, and I'll spray the other side.
I sure will. Yeah, hold that in there. Yeah, I think you got it right there.
All right, give it to that PB Blaster's some pretty good stuff right there. We might as well get them to be a sponsor first.
Yeah, we need to get some sponsorship.
Hey, there's a bunch of them other guys on
I'm
there.
tired of eating saltine crackers and
Sardine.
Vienna sausages. Every time I saw you got over at the house.
Well,
When
we'll
do
get
you?
that first check, we'll go to buy some stuff.
You ain't getting your first check on 8 subscribers.
You give me a sec, screwdriver.
All right, here's. Look at that. I'm good at handing twos. Look at there.
Yeah. You're good.
Is that one not is not moving? Is it moving?
Well,
or adjusting, I should say.
it's not moved yet, but I mean, I ain't saying it ain't gonna move.
You know that.
You're getting better, Journal.
Getting loose, turning up pretty good there.
I believe that right there will be loose enough, don't you?
Hold on, Dad. Let me get it. Look, everybody's they're gonna speak bad about me in these videos, saying the old man's the only one working. Where's your boy at? I ain't been in the last 3. It's just been him solo. Ain't that right?
Yeah, Minute Man by himself. I tell him up when I start up, I said, well, I'm by myself again.
He's getting ready
These
to fire
younger
me.
generations, you can't get them out of bed.
I ain't got nothing to do with bed. I'm wide open like a case knife at the house. Now, as you can see here, we ain't trusting the gas
That's
tank.
yours, that won't fit it either.
And we're going to be using this jug here to go back about 15, 20 miles. Now, you think we're going to make it on this gas jug right here in 15, 20 miles?
Yeah, we may have to fill up again.
It's a 2-gallon tank. And there's that right there. That's the wick. That's your wick. So when it catches on fire, it'll go right down into the tank. I hope nobody from OSHA is watching these videos. If so, contact the Minuteman. That fella there, walking to the back of the truck. But no, really, seriously, I think we'll be able to get this home. We were anticipating having to try to jerk the shoes off because we didn't know if they were froze up into the hubs. We didn't know if we was going to be able to, to be able to, before it's the free roll and run it without the shoes on it, which I know was not going to be safe, but we were going to take it easy though, I promise you. Here's proof that I do work. Job done. I've been on Rock Auto before, and I have not. What are we gonna look at?
Our master cylinder
so we done that back reservoir's
the front,
empty again, or the front.
That's the front.
The front.
It's pulling all of our fluid out and through the booster and burning it.
Yep.
So we got a bad piston in there.
So what are we anticipating going up the road?
Well, as soon as we can get our master cylinder in, we're gonna put it up.
Yeah. Oh, so are we gonna make it to the house? Is the question.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean.
We're gonna have to keep fluid in this like we keep.
Stays out of our way. It's done sucked every bit of that out. So. I think we can break on that one. We'll check them out here and see if our brakes is working okay. Since we
Well, Jerlin said he had a little bit of fluid. You want to?
Yeah, it won't stay in there. I mean, as soon as you crank it up before you get out of the yard, it'll be gone. The only way, well, that wouldn't do me no good though. just nicked one of them lines and blocked it. It's still gonna leak it. We'll be all right. We're gonna check it and see. No brakes.
No brakes. No brakes at all.
Only brakes we had was off that front part.
Really?
And,
No brakes.
probably them brakes being tight.
Yeah.
And I reached down there and pushed them mercy brakes down to see if that would help me. That didn't help me.
It didn't stop it either.
Well, how'd you stop it?
We bumped it up neutral, let it quit pulling, then I pushed it up hard. Here, right here now. Now it's holding. It's holding it. Of course, I'm on the hill.
So you don't think we got a master cylinder at the house that'll work?
No, we ain't got one. We ain't got none in there. Off. We
Ah,
got one on the 69. It ain't. It's been sitting up so long. It ain't no good. But anyway, but we'll just come back another day and
Well,
put the master cylinder on and
well,
fix the brakes.
Well, that's a crying shame. We won't be safe to drive her back because of the fact that we don't have no brakes at all. The master cylinder is the front reservoir is drying out on us. Daddy's assuming that the fluid is being sucked up and burned into the engine.
Well, we went to get the old Ford truck and the brake didn't have no brakes, so we're gonna have to go another day waiting on the master cylinder to come in. So we're fixing to unload some tools. I'll give you an update on it, what's going on, and fill you in.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had a good morning. At least we woke up. The good Lord let us wake up this morning.
Yeah. I guess it's been a pretty good morning. We had a safe trip, but we didn't get the old 76, did we? So what's our game plan?
Everything that we got orders, we hope we're gonna get everything in before we actually go back out trying to get it next time. So it ain't but about, I don't know what it is, 15 miles up there.
Yeah, it's about 15 miles.
Yeah. So we're gonna be all right. Get it up here.
So we're gonna we got that master cylinder coming. As he said, a couple of days, didn't he?
Yeah, what he said. We should have everything by Thursday anyway. Everything should be here. But we don't know what the weather's gonna do. You know, they're giving 100% chance of rain and supposed to turn cold again.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed us down on all of our work from the working on the 076, which is in the videos that we're putting out. And then, of course, this one we just purchased. This is a 1976 F150. And I'm assuming the difference between the F100 and the F150, the F100 is like a range. It's called the Ranger.
Yeah, well, I mean, they made the Rangers and the 150s also, but
Oh, they did?
yeah. So I mean, 100s and 150s, 250s, you know, 3/4 tons. And But anyway, this one here's it's a 150, and but it's a pretty solid old truck, you know. Mr. Fowler owned that thing for 36 years.
I remember Mr. Fowler. Before he passed away, I got to talk to that gentleman.
Yes.
He was real soft-spoken, quiet. I never imagined him working at the Ford place here in our local town.
Yeah, he was one of the salesmen up there.
Right.
And,
I bet you sold several those trucks and cars in his time. Don't you figure?
in his lifetime, yeah. Yeah, and then you know he's always been a Ford man, you know, and you know, and then his kids, you know, Gerald and all them, they were Ford men. So
Yeah.
anyway, they good people, and
Why didn't he drive a Corvette then if he was a Ford man?
well, I think he probably got a good deal on that thing, you know, and he always kept it in the shop and kept it hid, you know, so he didn't want nobody to know he was driving the
Is that what it was? He kept it hid.
Kept it hid,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, he's got a nice car, and
So, you saying he's ashamed to be a Chevrolet man?
I don't know if he's ashamed or not, but anyway.
Are you ashamed of being a Chevrolet man?
Oh yeah, I am. You know, my wife, she always liked Chevrolet, and
Yeah.
anyway, GM. Of course, you know, back in my younger days, I drove. Started out on the older models in the 50s, you know, and 55s, 60s, and 7s. I drove them, and you know, I've had several of them. And then I got into the Camaros, and
Right.
67, 68, and 69 Camaros. Never did own a 69. I owned several 68s and 67s.
Right.
But anyway, they were nice old cars, and old motors was, you could just take up just old scrap stuff and put it together and make it run, you know. And but anyway, as I got older and wiser, I switched over to Ford.
Ford. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
so,
exactly right.
Anyway,
That's what we want.
yeah, I only got one vehicle left at the house. It's not a Ford, and
Yeah.
it's a Chevrolet, and I can't even give it away. So
You can't.
no, and, so I just got it for a spare car in case we need one, you know.
So-
and,
Right here, I want to show this on the video. This is no Ford Splash 94 model, and if you'll notice on the back here, it's got when it was still Fett Motors Company. That's where Mr. Fowler, he worked. That's the name of the place, wasn't it, when he worked there?
oh yeah,
So it was Fett Motor, or up to at least to 94, wasn't it?
right.
And then I think a
90,
thick
96
pen
or
bought it,
97, I think,
Thick
when they
Pen.
changed over.
and then it went to Avery, and now Mike Freeman.
Right. Yeah, it's changed hands a lot, and of course, they still selling a good product, though. You know, Ford. So
Yeah. Come here,
Yeah.
Peanut. Get on
it's still
film.
good for a lot of more models.
Get on film, Peanut. Come on. Come on over here, boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Come on, boy. Hey, Peanut. Say hello to all the viewers out there. Would you eat a biscuit if I gave you one? Would you? I bet you would. Oh, Peanut. Good morning, Minute Man.
Good morning.
I got an important question I want to ask you this morning.
All right, let me have it.
Well, first of all, let's recount what we've done. We have went and looked at a 1976 Ford F150. Thought it was an F100, but it was an F150.
Right.
Went over to Mr. Fowler's house, and we have made 2 trips over there, and yet it has not come home yet.
That's right.
This is the 3rd trip today. Are we bringing that home, yes or no?
Yeah, we're gonna get it today.
Are you sure?
It's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee.
Or I'm going to hold you to that, okay?
I may have to call JoJo, but we'll get it.
We don't know who JoJo is, and most of the viewers don't know who JoJo is. But with that said, I mean, he's a record service. Just no redneck like us.
Yeah, that's right.
But look, we are getting it today,
we're
right?
gonna get it today.
Because if we have to come back a 4th time, we might as well tell him to give our money back.
Well, we'll just sell it back to him.
Sell it back to him for half price.
Half price.
All right, well, let's go get it.
All right, we're gonna go get it.
All right. All right, what you doing here, Minute Man? What you going to get?
Well, we got to carry Mr. Fowler his tar rack.
Oh, yeah, that tire rack you've been talking about.
He wanted a tar rack for his older truck, Ford truck he's
Yeah,
working
he'll
on.
be glad to see you there. That's why it's been about 6 months coming.
Yeah, well, we told him 3 different times we was gonna bring it.
All right, good deal.
day, though.
Hey, Michelle, come on out. I want to put you in the video. I want everybody to see this. Yeah, there's my sister. She's a big time star. All right.
Here's some wrenches to get that drive shaft loose.
The blue wrench.
No, some wrenches. That's a blue wrench. Hopefully there's not setting up.
Yep, headed down the road. Think we're gonna get it today, don't you, Daddy?
Yes, sir. Hope we can.
Me too.
We never took the old dolly with us. We was wanting to drive it home, you know. We like to do like old bicycle garage. You know, we like to always get them running and drive them 600 miles home, you know.
Yeah, that would be nice, but
Yeah.
well,
We could have, but
I guess we could have, but that ain't the purpose. The purpose is getting it home in one piece.
yeah, get it home
I
safely.
don't think we have. Maybe Vice Grip Garage has a bigger wallet than we do. Here we are at my house. We're loading up the dolly and some tools and other things that we're going to be using, and this time we're making sure that we're going to be able to get the old 76 F-150 home this time. Let's see what happens as we progress on further. The old Minute Man's having a hard time buying some gas this morning.
I don't know, this thing is giving me all kind of stuff to do. It said join MDR, Walmart.
Skip, down there to the bottom right.
I hit that.
Well, I guess I better help him. So the tire has a lot to do with if it's gonna go on this or not. So here.
It's all the way up against the tower, so I may need to drive forward, reckon.
Yeah. Yeah. Dad was going to try to drive it on up to the dolly, but he said it was a little too risky, so we're just gonna winch it on up onto the dolly, as you're gonna see here. I like that.
Bad close, don't like much. Alright, tighten up on it a little bit.
Kind of heating up here. Alright.
Oh, is it flat out there now? Is it straight?
Let me see. Hang on. So what we doing here, got to loosen that up, don't we? You don't want that
take
tight.
That back loose and put it back down there. Yeah, you don't
The
want
cable
that
pulls it up can't be hooked to it while it's going down the road, right?
Hey, you can pull the truck off.
Pull the truck off.
Alright, son. You ain't got your knife.
I got this high dollar knife that I bought from Tractor Supply.
Cutting a small piece of this to tie that dry shaft up with.
When we unhook this thing ain't gonna try to roll on us, is it?
Do what?
When we unhook this drive shaft, this thing ain't gonna try to roll on us, is it?
Them straps up there, as long as they got it, it ain't going nowhere.
You do know I did that other one side, right?
Yeah.
It's about to be our last video, y'all.
I hope this ain't the last video. Boy, the pinion seal's good and dry. There ain't no leakage. That's a plus.
It is a plus.
Yep. So. I think I'm loose enough with them that they'll slide out of that cup now. I don't want to lose none of my bearings, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Alright, I'll take this other one all the way off. So.
Maybe we should have put a brick behind the tar.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's got a lot of pressure on this drive shaft right here.
Okay.
So it might need a little something under it.
Hey, I see an 8-inch block.
Okay. Hey, I'll tell you something you can do, so when you get that block in there, knock it out of gear. Go around there and knock it in neutral. That way this thing will be have me some slack where I can get this drive shaft out.
Alright.
Probably should have brought my little pry bar. Oh, it's all the way out of that bearings. Maybe they ain't lost them, though. Maybe they still there.
It's moving, ain't it? Got it out.
A couple of times there and put me on.
Yeah, I'm doing double duty here, holding drive shafts.
Put me in one of them.
Now we can travel on down the road
Yeah, we're good to go now.
without burning out the transmission. Right.
These transmissions, these older transmissions, they'll take gear to about 40 miles an hour, and they'll go to putting pressure on them clutches. They'll burn them clutches out if you try to pull an automatic
We don't need
very far. You can pull one a couple of miles, 3, and not run real fast. But you don't want to run no 10, 15 miles.
Right.
Less than the transmission already messed up.
think we got it, Minute Man.
We got her. Got her hooked up. We get her back to bed.
Maybe we won't get a big old semi behind us running 150. What do you think?
Well, if he does, he can come on around me, because I ain't in no hurry.
Yeah.
I got my gold set behind me.
Got your gold behind you, huh?
Yeah.
It's amazing how people ride your tail.
Yeah, he acts like he's been wanting to come around me.
He's probably got one of these old lawyers on speed dial, hoping that this thing would come undone and hit him.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Well, look, I just wanted to show the viewers. Daddy got all in my septic, where my field lines were, and he decided to sling.
Look how good a driver I was.
Yeah, he's a good driver.
Look here.
He slaying.
Your gloves stayed on all the way from up.
You're kidding me.
Right there, there.
Those gloves stayed all the way.
They just was pulled off. Just
You're kidding me. Them gloves actually rode about 15 miles.
15 miles.
You're kidding me.
I'm a soft driver.
That is amazing. These gloves rode all the way from Mr. Fowler's to here without falling off. I would have hated to lost that $2 pair of gloves. He did.
Yeah.
Of course, that means it's been sitting up a while if they had time to do all that.
Oh, yeah.
Them dirt daubers building on the... Of course, we've already shown some of that. There's some right there on that side of the drive shaft.
That little tag right there on it there.
Yeah.
It tells what the gear ratio is, and you know what, if it's a 300 or a 325 or 371 or whatever. So
With this 390, do you not figure it's a low geared?
it's probably a 300 or a 325 in it. They didn't put the 350 till a little later on, I think, you know. But anyway, we got her. I'll turn it all over to you and let you put the water on. You got some mud on that thing. We went four-wheel driving, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Hey, I like that wheel.
We'll be okay.
What do you think? I mean, we can sit
Yeah,
here
I mean,
and
you
car all day.
Yeah, you ain't got to get. You just gonna. We'll clean it up later on. They ain't got to be worried about it now.
About to back her off the dolly here. Let's see what happens. Got no brakes, remember? No brakes, remember? Oh. I might need to be grabbing him. Well, yeah, that's good. Got to give us enough room to open the door. You did good. How's it like driving a vehicle with no brakes?
I didn't even know I didn't have none. I know I didn't use them.
Well, I guess you could call this a success. We brought it home without any issue. A little crooked in the driveway. Maybe my wife she can still get in here. She'll be all right. I got to clean this mud up. Old Minute Man said we got to get the mud cleaned up. Well, folks, this is the end of this video. This was part one for this video of this particular truck of the 1976 Ford F150. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and please consider subscribing to this channel. And also like the video if you don't mind as we progress on this project. We thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all very soon again. Have a blessed day.